What's up, guys? It's your boy PSGINT here, back with another Paris Saint-Germain PSGINT podcast preview. Today, we will be previewing Paris Saint-Germain contre Saint-Étienne. First guest we have is AM10.
Yo, what's up? What's up, guys?
What's up, brother? And we have a new guest here, Akbar. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, bro.
Everything good? All right, we take it as everything is good. All right, let me just share the screen.
Hello, sorry, bro. Sorry for the inconvenience.
No problem, no problem. All right, let me just check this here.
So, big game coming up.
All right, big game. So, round of 27, 5th of March, tomorrow, 9 p.m. at Nice home ground. So far we have played Nice twice this season, and we haven't even scored a goal in, 90 plus 90, 180 plus 30. So in 210 minutes, we haven't been able to score a goal. Will that change, AM10?
Well, I think the game is going to be pretty hard, especially because of the fact that Nice has a pretty good defense. The attack is good. And I think out of all the Ligue 1 teams besides Parisiens, I think they're the best team. They showed it against Parisiens in the, how do you call it? The other league?
The Coupe de France.
Yes, that one, Coupe de France, and the other one, and just in the Liga. So I think it's going to be hard, but if Nice is not going to play too defensively, I think Parisiens is going to get this. They're going to win 2-0. That's what I think.
2-0. What do you have to say about that, Akbar?
First of all, can you confirm me that both of our fullbacks would be available? Like, I know Hakimi won't be available.
No, Nunez will 100% play, or because his knee injury against Nantes wasn't that serious. But Hakimi will most likely be rested, so he can be 100% for the Real Madrid game. But he will definitely not start the game, Hakimi. But he may come off the bench, but I don't think so.
Because if we look back at Nantes game where we lost 3-1, our fullbacks were exposed. So for me, I think Christopher Gallagher, man, are always amazing. I think they got a very good young side with Gori, Dolberg, Stangs, Justin Kluivert. It would be a tough chance, but I think it would be a draw. I don't like it would be a 1-1 draw. I don't think so. We would cap a clean sheet.
All right. AM10, you want to elaborate on that?
Well, as you said, the squad depth of Lille is pretty good, or Nice, sorry, is pretty good. The fullbacks are going to be playing a huge role because of their space and speed, pace. No, but I agree with him generally. So yeah.
Great. What I have to say about this game, I think, as you both said, it's going to be a hard game. I mean, Nice is easily the best team, maybe alongside Marseille, but that's mostly because we're rivals. But they have the best manager in France, one of the best squads, at least the most balanced squad in the league. And it will be a very tough game, especially with us missing Kylian Mbappe, who scored over 26 goals for us this season, and no player has even come close to that. Even Lionel Messi only has 7 goals for Paris Saint-Germain this season. So we will be without our goal threat. Luckily, some players are back. We have a new guest, Tales of the Blanco. Welcome. All right, let's move on then.
But about the Kylian part, I think Kylian would have had a really hard game against Nice because of their defenders. They're pretty fast. The last game they played against Nice, I could see Mbappe was struggling against Todibo, purely because of the fact that Todibo had some pace, and was really deep within the defense. So I wouldn't know whether Mbappe would have made a really huge difference because Nice has pretty fast players. But who's playing in the attack besides Messi? Di Maria and Neymar.
We will come to that.
Neymar would be.
second of all, let's talk about the managers. I
I
mean,
think it says enough.
as I said in my preview before, both teams are coming into this totally different. For us, most of the focus is on the Real Madrid game, whilst Nice are pushing maybe for the title or at least that second place that will guarantee them Champions League. Taste of the Blanco. How much percent do you think Pochettino is like thinking about this game, or is he thinking mostly about that Real Madrid game?
I think 70 to 30.
70-30.
Yes.
All right.
I don't even think he's thinking about this game or Madrid game. I think he's thinking about Man United.
No. Yo. We don't need to slam Pochettino. I mean, we have slammed him already enough.
Like
Well,
Pochettino had
so you
improved.
really think that he doesn't care about anything related to PSG anymore?
No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. I know. No, but that's a different class. Different class. I don't know how good the manager is.
I personally think he had improved. Like that's my opinion. Our finishing is a bit awful in like past 2 to 3 games, but like there's a difference of attitude could be visible in that team.
True. We got a comment here from Z Bist. PSG are already in a comfortable position in Ligue 1. He should think more about the Madrid one, in my opinion. I agree with that. I think he should think about the Real Madrid game. Of course, not wanting to risk any players, no injuries. We don't want that. But, I mean, we haven't won against Nice in 2 games. I mean, it's about honor. It's about our Paris Saint-Germain's pride. And always people say, "Oh my God, Ligue 1 is so easy, la la la." But we haven't, I mean, beaten the top teams in a good way. Marseille, we didn't beat them. Nice, we haven't beaten them. Rennes, we beat them 1-0 in the last minute, and we lost away. So we need something at least for this league title to be impressive. What do you have to say about that, AM10?
Obviously, you guys didn't win the last 2 games, so yeah, it's kind of part of honor and pride. And yeah, well, you just still think it's a big game because Parisiens has been really inconsistent within Ligue 1 games. They sometimes lose against low-tier teams, which makes it easier for second place or third place positions to come up. But yeah, the main focus should be on Madrid, but there should still be some kind of focus on this game.
Akbar, what do you have to elaborate on that comment? The focus. What? Oh, Akbar left. Lord K, welcome, bro.
Yo, what's going on, man? What's going on?
This is good, my brother. How is it with you? Everything good?
Yeah, man. Everything's good. Everything's good.
So, we got a comment before about this one. So that PSG are in a comfortable position Ligue 1. You should think more about the Madrid game. And one from a Real Madrid fan said, "You have to balance the focus. You don't want to lose, and your confidence goes down." So, how do you think that Pochettino should handle? Should he focus on the Real Madrid game more, this game more, or maybe 50-50, as this guy said, balance?
I mean,
You know,
you can go ahead. You can go ahead.
you asked me.
Okay, Akbar, you can go.
Oh, thank you. You know, our pride totally like it's upon Champions League. If he can, I think the way we had played against Real Madrid was the best game of Pochettino's era in under Paris Saint-Germain. So, like being honest, I care about Nice a lot. I care about them. I totally respect their manager, how he had transformed this team within a season. But being honest, I feel that our pride, our respect is totally rely on that UCL trophy, and we need to win that at any cost. We have an advantage that Casemiro is not playing for Real Madrid, Ferland Mendy is not playing for Madrid, Cruz is nearly certain that he won't be playing. So a lot of things is going on advantage, but we should not be getting overconfident because I still remember that United bring their third class team back in 2018 with their youngsters that had beaten us and snatched the 2018 round of 16 game when Buffon was on our team. So I'm not getting overconfident, but I think our pride relies on Champions League, and we need to focus on that.
Okay. Lord K, what do you have to say about that?
I mean, I think the focus is gonna be like the focus has been all season. I don't think I think it's gonna be naturally 50-50. I don't think Poch is gonna play a line like, and I mean, I'm being realistic. Like, we've seen Poch play lineups in other games of like a midfield of Gay, Wijnaldum, and whoever. So like, I don't think they're gonna take this game lightly. I do think they're gonna let the players get rhythm, but when you're asking do what I think the focus should be, I think we as PSG fans, we all know what the focus is. Like the focus is Champions League. We're at a good spot in League One right now where so like not saying we want to lose games, but I just think the players are gonna play like they've always been playing. I heard Marquinhos, he had an interview and he was like, we've been here before. And this is why I don't like using the 2018 Manchester United uh leg or the remontada leg. Like I don't like using any or the Chelsea, the Man City from the past. I don't like using any of those type of scenarios to gauge what we're currently doing because I think since the Tuchel era, we've kind of like the team, like the players that were in the remontada and in those games, like Di Maria, Marquinhos, Verratti, all those players, it seems like they've overcame that. Like when we went against Atlanta, when we went against Leipzig, when we looked like we were in the dying embers, they had the composure, they had the mentality to fight. So I don't think we're that same PSG anymore. I don't see us having Tilo Kehrer, Thiago Silva type mistakes to lead to Lukaku's goal. I just think this team is totally different mentality wise. So I think they all know what they have to do. Then you have the likes of Hakimi and Mendes who bought in an added a new layer to PSG. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna take anything lightly. I don't see that happening with this PSG team.
And the focus on this game?
I think the focus on this game is just obviously to win, to play good football, to get more, uh, to get I guess more rhythm and more just cohesion with the lineup. I don't know what the lineup's gonna be. That's another thing. I don't know if Poch is gonna
Yeah.
start, who's gonna play
We
for
will
Madrid.
come to
Do
it.
you
I
guys
have the
know?
predicted lineup. I have the
Okay,
predicted
yeah, yeah.
lineup for the game against Nice. We will soon come to
Okay,
it. Okay.
okay, cool.
I mean, I totally have to agree with you that this is a different Paris Saint-Germain side because it's all about experience. Before we went out against maybe less strong oppositions or the Remontada and the United and so on because our players weren't experienced. I mean, no of our players had played the Champions League final before, but now we have so many experienced players. We have Neymar who has won it, Lionel Messi has won it, and Di Maria has won it. Keylor Navas on the bench who has won it, and a lot of players that went to the final with Paris Saint Germain in 2020. So I totally agree that we shouldn't compare this Paris Saint Germain side to the previous ones. And we got a comment here from PSG just have 1 goal lead. I can see them conceding 2 to 3 goals if Madrid decide to go all out. I totally
See,
disagree with this
yeah,
because I
yeah.
mean
That's foolishness.
we have only conceded 3 goals or more once this season, which was against Nantes, and it was like a lot of mixed mistakes and Wijnaldum penalty and so on. So I definitely don't see Benzema, Vinicius going through Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Hakim Nunez 3 times, and Donnarumma not saving those shots. So I definitely disagree with that comment. What do you other guys have to say about that? We can firstly ask the Real Madrid fan here, Tess of the Blanco. What do you have to say about this? Do you agree that Real Madrid have the possibility to score 2 to 3 goals against Paris Saint Germain? Okay, AM10, Lord K, and Akbar, you can elaborate on this. Do you agree or
Uh,
disagree with this comment?
um, I definitely disagree.
Mm,
For I can go and then Akbar, you can go next. I'm not gonna take too long, but I definitely disagree with this because it's like, for one, yes, Madrid can score 2 or 3 goals, but let's really look at the context of the situation. One, there's no Mendy, there's no Casemiro. David Alaba is coming back from a hamstring injury, a tear in his hamstring injury. Then off the rip, the middle of the park isn't going to be balanced. Then you have Camavinga, Valverde, and I think Modric, who's going to be the midfield attack. So
Yeah.
then again, I don't remember the last time Madrid scored 3 past somebody in La Liga. Not I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying like yes, they can score, but when have we seen that from them? When have we seen it? Recently. I'm asking recently.
I
Like
mean, even if they had, it's against the low oppositions. But I can just check it quickly here. So in 2022, let's see if they have
They
scored.
scored 3 goals against Alaves and like these type of teams back
Yeah, I
then.
mean La Liga formers teams. We don't count
Yes.
those. Yeah, they scored 3 against Alaves, but I mean, I remember 2 of the goals were late. Yeah, Benzema scored one in the 90th minute, and Vinicius scored in the 80th minute. But they
Like
hadn't
they
scored until
struggled
the
to score against
63rd.
Elche too.
So, yeah. Akbar, what do you have to say about this?
Like we don't know on the match day what will happen, but I had seen Real Madrid a lot after the draw. So what I had analyzed on them that against big teams, like even if they had faced Barcelona back in Saudi Arabia and Copa del Rey, they
Yeah,
struggled against struggling Barcelona. They had like they Barcelona had done some mistakes due to which they had scored few goals. And the way we played back in Parc des Princes, it was totally amazing. And if he just if Pochettino doesn't go up with the mentality that like we just need to defend at 1 goal lead, then I don't think so they will score 2 3 goals. Because I think the defense and midfield, being honest, I have a bit of change in opinion for Danilo Pereira because I think he's a good one now. A bit of change in opinion for him.
yeah,
Paredes, Verratti, these three, I believe in them. Now Neymar will be starting, Messi, Mbappe, like whole team. And now these three are also pressing that one of the biggest English agendas were that these three won't be pressing in this team. Like I don't think so they will be scoring 3 goals. That's
yeah.
an exaggeration being honest.
Okay. AM10, question regarding this comment.
Um,
What's more like improbable? Real Madrid scoring 3 goals against Paris Saint-Germain, or Paris Saint-Germain conceding 3 goals against Real Madrid?
wait, what was the question? Could you repeat it?
If Real Madrid score 3 goals against a team, or PSG concede 3 goals against a team.
It's a tough question. I don't know. Based on the squad depth of Madrid right now, they don't have their starter players, so they're out of their usual pattern. But knowing Portugal's defense, they're not organized, but their individual brilliance, Marquinhos, Hakimi, Nuno Mendes,
Yeah,
and
we have
Kimpembe. I
some
think
comments about this.
PSG is not gonna concede a lot. No, I don't think. It's most likely. It's more likely that Portugal will score 3 than Madrid will score 3. Because the defense of Madrid is nothing compared to Portugal's defense,
True.
Can I
especially now that Alaba is not available.
We got a comment here. If Carrera plays versus Madrid, we will concede.
Yes,
I don't think that Carrera will play. And if he plays, yes, Vinicius will tear him up. I mean, League ends Traores and Musa are destroying Carrera. What do you think that Vinicius will do to him? Don't have to talk about that. Let's just look at the league table quickly here, and let's try to keep it. We will have a podcast later on talking more about the Real Madrid game. So we'll try to talk about this game. So these are the missing players for the PSG encounter versus Nice. So 5 key players, or 4 key players, or 3 key players missing. Ramos ain't a key player anymore, or has never been for Paris Saint-Germain. AM10, are those 3 big misses? Hakimi, Mbappe, Paredes?
well, based on the game, it's a Ligue 1 game, so it's not a big deal. Ramos and Herrera are not important.
Yeah.
The other 3 are important, but I think Portugal will save. They'll get through. Hakimi obviously pretty important. I don't know. Is Kerry gonna play on right back right now?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
then it's pretty fucked up. Paredes, yeah, Verratti's gonna carry alone. And Mbappe, yeah, as I said, Mbappe is important, but for these games, I think he's less important. Pretty because of the speed of the defense of Nice.
Okay. Talos of the Blanco, you wanted to say something?
yeah, just a quick word about our games lately. I'm gonna be completely honest. We were absolutely garbage in those games until Valverde was coming off from the bench. We did absolutely nothing. We did nothing against Alaves until 70th minute. We did absolutely nothing against Vallecano until 60th minute. Until of course Valverde came on. Uh, if Valverde not gonna start with PSG, I just gonna send it's your game to lose now. I mean,
So you
uh,
see PSG going through comfortably.
if Valverde not gonna start, yes. If Valverde is not gonna start, I think yes.
But don't you think that Mendy and Casemiro missing is an even bigger blow than Valverde missing?
Mm, Not exactly. Uh, Casemiro, Casemiro has been absolutely garbage this whole season. Except the times that we sat back, he's been absolutely horrible this season.
Don't you think that you will again sit back against us, or do you think Ancelotti will switch up? Okay, until he fixes that, we can move on. Um, uh, Lord K, out of the three most important players missing, Mbappe, Hakimi, Paredes, which will be the biggest blow for Paris Saint-Germain in the Nice game?
I think it will probably be Mbappe, only because like he's been the goal scoring outlet. I do think the team will adapt. I kind of see Neymar probably taking up the goal scorer role. His link up with Messi, that game should probably be like the storyline. But I don't really think it's going to be a big deal. Any of them. But I definitely think it would be Mbappe. He's the clear miss. But once again, in this game, PSG should be able to cope. And because of how the last game with Nice went, I think that this game will be a good game for the players on the pitch.
Okay. Akbar, talk about the missing players, Mbappe, Hakimi, Paredes.
Well, I see it as a golden opportunity for few of the players to gain their confidence back. Like I'm one of those persons who is saying that Wijnaldum would prove. But every time when I say this, Wijnaldum puts up a shit performance. So I think it's a good chance for many of the team players to gain their confidence. Yes, Mbappe is a key miss because he's one of those persons who just come out of the bench or in the pitch, just get to a goal or assist anytime. But this match will also show us post Mbappe era vibes because we know the matter of fact that Kylian will be joining Real Madrid. Let's see. But I have a question for the Loss of Blanca. There are two questions. Don't you think that like Casemiro is the only guy in your team that could stop Messi? And secondly, what you're thinking about the future of Don Carlo?
Okay, mind had a brain fart right now. I'm sorry. Okay, so uh, about Carlo, I want him to win La Liga, but after that, I want him gone because I don't think he's the coach that can uh, take us to the future. And second, no, I don't think so because right now we need more intensity because as I've seen from the last years that Modric Casemiro trial is finished. They're not good for the high intensity games. So we need high intensity players in order to compete with the top teams. So I don't see that missing Casemiro isn't that exactly big of a concern.
Okay. Hmm? Um, we can move on from the missing players now to the league table. So as you can see, PSG are sitting comfortably at the top of Ligue 1. So looking at this Lord K, I mean, I hate to say it because a lot of Premier League teams, especially, do it. but I would be happy with a draw. I want to win, but I would be happy with a third draw against Nice this season. What is that a good mentality to go into a game, Lord K? Lord K. Okay. Tales of the Blanco. Uh, do you think that it's acceptable from a team to be happy with the draw, looking at the table and knowing that we will play Real Madrid in what is it, 4 days?
Yes, I think because 15-point difference. I mean, it's not like you have a big of a competition this season anyway. So just go with it. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't think that your board right now is exactly concerned with League On right now. So I don't know. So I don't think so. Even I don't think. I
Yeah.
think that even losing is acceptable to them as long as they're gonna go forward in the Champions League.
Mm. Okay. Uh, we'll go to the predicted lineup for this game. So this is the predicted lineup for Paris Saint-Germain contre Nice. I mean, the usuals with Di Maria up ahead. Um, Kenzo Blanco, with Mbappe missing, do you think that in the Real Madrid game, the chemistry will be less because he didn't play the last game with Messi and Neymar, or he's too professional and he has played too many games with Messi and Neymar that one game won't affect him.
Well, I think that it's just one game, and I don't think it's that kind of game that he has to be concerned. So,
Mm, true, true.
I mean, as I said again, look at your table.
Yeah. With that, you don't think that we should be, I mean, worrying about the league? Because for me, it's mostly about like the pride and the honor to still go for every game. Because I mean, this is Paris Saint Germain. I don't care if we play a low league table team or the best team in the world. I always want us to perform at our best. I mean, that's the high standard I have for Paris Saint Germain. So you don't think that, I mean, going for a draw or something would hurt? I mean, Paris Saint Germain's pride, if you can look at it from our perspective. Like, would you like if Real Madrid did that before an important game? Test of Blanco.
My internet is having brain farts right now. I can't talk. I don't know why.
It's okay. It's okay. So my question was, looking at from Paris Saint Germain's perspective, if you had to put like Real Madrid, would you be happy with your team going at least, or be happy with a draw ahead of an important Champions League game, or do you think that would hurt the pride and honor of the club?
No, I don't think so. I mean, as I said again, look at the draw. I don't think your board is concerned with the league on right now, so I don't. I think that draw is acceptable. So
Yeah, I'm not saying if not if it is acceptable or not. I'm just saying, is it acceptable to go into a game being happy before the game with the draw? I mean, after the game, that's one thing, but before the game,
no, no.
You don't think so? Because that's
No,
why I think Pochettino will do
that's
it.
the mentality of a small club. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. But it's the manager who decides. And I think that Pochettino, with him being a Premier League manager, I mean, Premier League clubs are known for being happy before and after games with a draw. And I think that Pochettino will try to do the same here. And I mean, he's disrespecting PSG. So you agree with that? It's a very bad mentality to go into a game like that.
No, every manager has to have one mentality to win, and any other results thinking in your mind is unacceptable.
Yeah, especially when you are, I mean, at a big club like PSG. But if we look at this lineup here, Donnarumma, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Mendes, Verratti, Danilo, Di Maria, Messi, Neymar. It's a very it's a very strong lineup with most of our starters, or at least the players that would play against Real Madrid. But we're still lacking. Luckily, Marco Verratti is back and will play in the midfield, so ball progression wouldn't be that hard. But Nice will, as Nantes knew, they will just try to man mark Verratti and take him out from the game. Uh, AM10. So we're looking here at the lineup. What
Yeah,
can
yeah.
you see? What can you take away from this lineup? The predicted lineup for the Nice game.
Pretty solid. Defense is good. Bear Kara. Midfield, yeah. Guy, he's played good. Guy last game. Danilo, shit. And the attack, yeah, pretty good. Messi as a false nine. I think it's going to be good. Now Messi and Neymar are combining really good, and including Verratti then. So yeah, it's pretty solid squad.
Tales of the Blanco just commented, I would change Messi and Danilo for Icardi and Wijnaldum.
He's joking, right? He's a Messi hater, probably.
I mean,
When I see Icardi play, it's even worse than Wijnaldum. It's almost impossible. He has almost probably
yeah,
in 90 minutes he can have 7 touches.
yeah. Icardi, what he's luckier than Wijnaldum is with him being in the attack up front, he can't make any mistakes like Wijnaldum.
Yes,
When he loses the ball, it's a
it's
counter
not really
attack.
visible. Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
exactly. But Danilo for Wijnaldum,
Now look, that,
no. I
you
mean,
know, you
Danilo
know,
has been in good form and he will probably play against Real Madrid.
if you truly believe Blanco, if you truly believe Wijnaldum is better than Pereira, I would suggest to watch those games again because there's no way Wijnaldum would start over anyone. I would even start someone 17 years old up front of Wijnaldum.
Yo, would I play instead of Wijnaldum?
Sure, everyone. Look, Wijnaldum, he doesn't do anything.
True.
Same goes for Icardi. They don't do anything. They're just
True.
sitting around, getting some money, and then in a few years they're gone.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it before. The difference between Pereira and Wijnaldum is quality. They're both lack quality, but Danilo has a brain, a working brain. He knows what he's good at. He knows that he isn't the best at sprinting or dribbling or something. So he makes it simple. Whilst Wijnaldum just doesn't know what to do. He's like a headless chicken on the pitch.
True. Yeah, he seems lost.
I don't know if you were the one to talk about it, but Di Maria playing, adding that defensive work on the right
Yeah, he's
side
good.
and making Messi playing more centrally.
Yeah,
Would
it's
this
pretty
be?
good because Messi doesn't need to come back to the defense,
Yeah,
giving
especially with
Messi more time
Verratti
for the
back.
build-up. So I think
Yeah,
it's
with
pretty
Verratti
solid
back.
decision. Di
Uh,
Maria,
if,
he makes a lot of mistakes, but he compensated with his defensive efforts. So yeah, Di Maria is crucial. If Mbappe is not playing, Di Maria should be second choice for the positions in the attack.
yeah, I mean, I have the same problem here against Nantes because we played Verratti alongside Guy and Danilo, I believe, or Verratti against Wijnaldum and Danilo. And what the opposition team had to do was just man mark Verratti. and then our midfield was dead as the last game against Saint-Étienne.
Yeah.
I mean, my lineup was the same. I mean, I wouldn't change anything. I think that the predicted lineup what Pochettino will put out it's the best it's the best team to put out with the players missing and so on. My ones to watch for this game is Lionel Messi. Why? Not so much about playing Real Madrid soon, more it's about this is one of his first games playing without Kylian Mbappe. And I'm not like deluded like some people saying, oh my God, Mbappe has carried Messi and so on. I mean, just there are two players that are amazing with each other. They know how to play with each other. And now Mbappe missing, we will see a Messi and Neymar combination more maybe.
I think they're going to be playing better in the attack-wise, but it's going to be a problem when they try to score because Messi and Neymar love to combine around the midfield, attacking midfield in that position.
Yeah.
So it's really going to depend who's going to shoot the shots. Because knowing the midfield of Parisiens, Messi and Neymar are going to drop deep, combine with Verratti, and they have to find a way up to the goal. So it's going to be interesting. But I think they're going to play good. Messi knows how to link up with Neymar. He's played with him since 2013. It's almost 10 years ago. So I think it's going to be a good game, including Di Maria, who's also played a lot of.
So do you think
but
that...
Mbappe is kind of crucial for the depth, for the space that he creates.
Yeah.
Space.
So do you think that Messi and Neymar will play as they played, for example, against Saint-Étienne, against Nantes?
Yeah, I do think so.
And Di Maria
especially
becoming like the finisher, the goal scorer?
I think Messi is going to be the finisher, yes. But they're going to shoot from outside the box, I'm sure. More outside the box, because...
What will be Di Maria's role, apart from his defensive contribution?
Getting the ball to Messi and Neymar, I think.
Maybe he can help, shoot, drop back.
I think he's more... he's going to drop back, and Messi and Neymar are going to hang back in the attack, waiting for Parisiens to get the ball up in the attack.
I mean, that sounds good.
So I think Di Maria is not going to play an attackful role, but more of a supportive role in this game.
So if you look back at the formation, maybe the formation becomes more of a 4-4-2. Verratti because Verratti sometimes played as a left midfielder, Di Maria as a right midfielder, and Messi and Neymar at the striker positions.
But also because of the fact that Kerem makes a lot of mistakes on the right flank, so Di Maria is most likely going to help in the defense, simply because of the defensive mistakes Kerem makes, leaving Messi and Neymar up alone in the attack.
That's very true. And look at... So my ones to watch was Messi, because I want to see how he performs without Mbappe. Not that he needs Mbappe. I just want to see we will probably see a different Messi instead of the feeder, the creator.
Main role. I think he's going to pick up the main role.
Yeah, more of a finisher, of a goal scorer. Because all of the pressure is now on Messi's shoulders. Because Neymar just came back from an injury and he hasn't been that good scoring wise and so on. So Messi has a lot of pressure on him. He knows that. We know that. And hopefully he scores a goal, because against Nice scoring a goal, it isn't easy. Paris Saint-Germain haven't scored the goals against Nice this season in 210 minutes.
Do they drop back a lot, or do they play normal? Like
no, Nice
or attack?
Nice play they play like Real Madrid played against us. So they try to be as deep as possible, but still press and then go in counter-attacks. And that's PSG's weakness. But if anyone can break that, if we can call it curse, it's Lionel Messi. It's Messi.
True.
Looking at their predicted lineup, so here's their lineup. They normally play, 4-2-2-2, and sometimes one of the central defensive midfielders, especially Schneiderlin, can drop in between the two centre backs and make it a 5 at the back.
Wait, Schneiderlin seems familiar. He's played for a big club, hasn't he?
United before at Southampton.
United. That's it. Yeah, I used to remember. Yeah, they have a lot of veterans. Dante, Schneiderlin. Benit is also a really good goalkeeper. I think he has the most clean sheets in Liga.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's also mostly because Nice are an amazing defensive team. They are the best defensive team in Liga.
Yeah, the player you need to watch out for is Todibo. Mark my words.
Yeah, you know
I
him
think he's
mostly
the
from
best in
Barca.
defense. Barcelona, yeah. We shouldn't have sold him. Never. He's like a Raffle. Kind of same structure, attributes. And yeah, the
Um,
Guri guy.
yeah,
Wasn't
Guiri.
that
I
the
mean,
guy
did you
that had
see
a
his
beautiful
assist?
assist? The
Yeah,
assist.
for in
Oh,
the
that
Coupe
guy.
de
Holy
France.
shit.
It was against a fourth tier side, but still, I mean, he
Beautiful.
three players nutmeg everything. But I mean, if you look the counterattacks, Budawi and Kluivert, very dangerous players. But I believe at least on Budawi, Nunmens will do everything to keep him. But Kerrer, please just stay as a wide centre back. Just stay in defense. Don't let anyone dribble past you. And then Kimpembe and Marquinhos will do everything to take care of Guiri and Dolberg. And Guiri has been sensational for Nice in 2022.
Yeah.
But they're not playing their two starting wing backs. They're playing Bard and Latomba instead of Youssef Attal, who is very fast, and Amavi, a very experienced left back who played in the Premier League and for Marseille before. So they are missing some players. We're missing some players, but it's a big game, and Galtier knows how to beat Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, last season we played Galtier twice. We drew once, we lost once. This time we have drew once, we lost once. So Pochettino hasn't been able to win against Galtier, and that's a big problem. So that's why I think that this game is more important. I don't care that much about winning this game for the league, just more for the pride and motivating the players that we can beat any team. Because if we draw or lose to this
It would
team,
have an
it
impact on
means
the
that
motivation for the next game. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And this will mean that we have played Nice 3 times and not been able to win a game. So we'll have to at least score a goal against them because that will help the players in motivation and so on. Lord K, what do you have to say about, I mean, the Nice? Which players do you know about before or right now? Lord K? Okay, we can move on. And we talked about him before. My ones to watch, of course, is Amin Gouiri. Um, did you watch the game against Nice in the Coupe de France when we lost on penalties? AM10. Lord K.
I'll probably say because I'm the one really watching him, so I'd say that on the counter attacks he's gonna be the most dangerous player that you have to
Yeah,
look up for him. So you have to gang up on him uh, if you want to have any chance to stop the counter attack. So
yeah, agree. AM10, are you back? No. All right. We can. I mean, one thing I have to add about Amin Gouiri, for me, I'm very happy that we're playing one of the most informed strikers maybe in Europe so far, because it will get us prepared for Benzema. Because when we came up against Real Madrid, Benzema wasn't at his best, and right now, I mean, he's more fit. He scored some goals, yes, a penalty and so on, but it's good training for Marquinhos and Kimpembe. AM10, do you agree with that? Taste of the Blanco. How good has Benzema so far since he returned from his injury?
um, he was really off last game. To be fair, uh,
Yeah,
until I mean, against all of us, he was really off. He was just very lucky with the assist and the goal, and he was very off also against Rayo Vallecano until the goal. So I don't know. He's just like more like a nine, more like a pure nine poacher than creating spaces. And for us, it's like a mix of a nine and a 10 as he was doing before. So I don't know. Maybe it's just because he still isn't on his 100%. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see though.
You see?
We'll see the next game
AM10
because our next game is against Sociedad.
Yeah. It's a great test for Real Madrid as well. So both of us have great teams coming up before our meeting.
Yeah. Sociedad is the one that has the most clean sheets in this league, so it's gonna be a test.
Yeah, I mean, how do you think that Real Madrid will set up closely to the first game? Yeah, now I can hear you.
Oh, that's fine. I was muted apparently. So.
Didn't say so. Didn't say so.
Oh, weird.
Well, it's gonna be exactly the same front three, except for Kroos. Camavinga is gonna play there. Casemiro is gonna start. Modric is gonna start. So yeah, it's not like we have a bit of a other choice anyway. It's gonna be pretty much the same lineup.
Okay. Okay. AM10. I talked about it's good that we're coming up against one of the, most informed strikers in Europe so far. In Guiri.
Yeah, I heard your question.
Do you agree with that? It's a good test for Marquinhos.
I think it's a good preparation. Yeah, for the defense, it's pretty good for Kimpembe and Marquinhos. They may be different physically and quality-wise, but yeah, it's a good preparation for the defenders to get some feeling of what they can expect next week.
Yeah, both are a big threat. Yeah,
true. And also Kluivert, I think he's pretty similar to Vinicius. He has the same attributes as him. So yeah, but obviously, yeah, sure.
But if we have to take a look here at Nice, so we have already seen the table. They're missing 4 players this game. But if we have to look at their form, I remember before we played Saint-Étienne, they had a good form coming into this game, whilst Nice have only won one of their last 4 games in Ligue 1. They won against in the Coupe de France semi-final, but that was against a 4th-tier side. Do you think that maybe right now it's a perfect time to play Nice?
Obviously. It's a good preparation.
What did you say before? Oh, the hangover. Maybe they have a hangover from their Coupe de France semi-final victory?
Well, maybe, but it's obviously always good to play against a good team before a big game, like the game against Real Madrid. So I think it's probably the best game they could have had in Ligue 1 prior to the Real Madrid game. They got a good defense. The midfield is pretty decent, and the attack is pretty threatful. So yeah, it's a good preparation. As long as it doesn't downgrade the motivation for the game. Because if they're going to lose 2-0, 3-0, it's going to have a psychological impact for the game against Madrid.
Definitely. So, if you guys watched the last game between the two clubs, it finished 1-1. No, it finished 0-0 actually. In the league.
Penalties. Oh, league.
No, the League One was before, and it was a really dull game. No big chances for any of the two teams, and that game was played without Neymar. Di Maria played instead. We played Coupe de France, but this was the last Ligue 1 game because it's a big difference between cup games and league games. And do you think that Neymar will have a big game this time?
I think he's going to have a hard time because the right back, as you said, he's physical, he's fast. But if Neymar can create some space, get some combination, I think he's going to have a good game. Neymar's always having a good game. If he's in form, no matter how good the defense is of the opposite team, he's going to have a good team. especially when he can combine with players like Verratti, Messi. I think it'll help him, especially
Yeah,
getting
and
the confidence back after the
yeah,
injury.
yeah, and I definitely think that this game should be Neymar's game. Why? Because he hasn't been that good since he came back from injury. And if he now performs and starts coming into his form, he will be playing Real Madrid next game, and there he will want to perform. Anyone wants to perform against Real Madrid.
True.
But I think that, so here's my prediction for the game. It's 1-1. Guiri and Messi on the score sheet. What's your prediction,
For me,
AM10?
I think it's going to be 2-0 for Parisiens. But last time, remember the game against Saint-Etienne?
Yeah.
I told you it was going to be 3-1.
You
Remember?
said so.
Yeah, I said so. It was accurate. Only I thought Neymar was going to score as well, but he didn't.
The
But
post, yeah.
3-1, I said. So this time I think 2-0. But it's going to be a close game. And
So
it
you mean
depends
like the two goals
always
come
the
from
outcome of
injury as
Parisiens
well?
games. It is dependent on the way the opposite team plays, whether they play attackful, defensive, or just normal, not parking the bus. So it's going to be 2-0. I still think 2-0. I think Messi and Neymar equally won.
I mean, I hope you're right. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right. But
Obviously.
I don't think so. I mean, missing Mbappe, missing Hakimi, missing Paredes, and Nice are a very good opposition side. As I said, we haven't scored a single goal in 210 minutes against them. But I hope though. I hope so. I can still see that happening, especially if Messi and Neymar ball against them. But we will see. And Taste of the Blanco. I mean, what do you think? What's your prediction for this game?
0-0, I honestly think.
Yeah, so also a draw.
Yeah, also draw,
Well,
I think. 0-0.
Okay. Does anyone
Why do I
want to
see
add anything?
Why do I
Oh,
see two aim
no.
tens here?
I don't know.
I think it sums up enough. It's going to be a quite interesting game. I think more interesting than the past games we've seen with Germain. And a good preparation for the players and for the coach as well. So let's hope they're going to win so that they can have some motivational. So it's going to have a motivational impact for the game after.
Exactly.
And also, it might be important for the rest of the league. Maybe Parisiens loses the next games and Nice gets back or Marseille gets back. Then you have a problem. So ensuring that you elaborate the distance between the first and second place should be prior every game towards winning the league. Besides the Champions League impact.
Yes. I mean, I hope for the best, and I'm more about the performance than the scoreline. Of course, a win is important, but a good performance here will take us even closer to that possible quarterfinal place. So let's hope for the best. But Teso Blanco, thank you for being here.
No problem. I gotta go now. Sorry.
Take care, bro. We're just ending it, so don't worry. And the AM10, thank you as well for being here.
Appreciate it as well. I gotta go as well, but it was a good time. Nice evaluating. And you might do a re-evaluation after the game tomorrow.
Right after the game.
Right
after the game, we will talk about it, and then we will have a new one, probably maybe on Sunday. Talk about only Paris Saint-Germain versus Real Madrid, because then PSG will have played their game, Real Madrid will have played their game, so it's much easier to look at it. But as I said, thanks for everyone for being here.
At the same time, so.
Maji, and in the comments, David as the best and everyone else. Make sure to have a nice day. As usual, allez Paris!